Gentlemen, let's sit down and be real for a moment. Hitting 50 is a milestone. Some of you might feel like it's the start of slowing down, but the truth is, it doesn't have to be. Strength, energy, and vitality are still in your hands, and what you do today makes the difference between just getting older and actually living stronger. This isn't about turning back the clock to your 20s, it's about making smarter choices that keep you capable, confident, and full of life. The first thing to remember is this: your body is still listening to you. Muscles, bones, and hormones don't just shut off at 50. They respond to signals, and the signals you give them are your daily habits. When you move, eat right, and rest well, you're telling your body to stay alive, stay strong, and keep going. When you sit still, skip meals, or burn the candle at both ends, you're telling your body to shrink, weaken, and slow down. So the first natural way to boost your strength after 50 is simply to move every single day. Now, when I say move, I don't mean punish yourself with brutal workouts. I mean be intentional about staying active. A brisk 30-minute walk, stretching your arms and legs in the morning, doing some bodyweight exercises like squats or push-ups. These small movements send a powerful message to your muscles and bones. They say, we're still in business. Movement keeps your joints flexible, your circulation strong, and your mood lifted. Even better, your brain releases endorphins when you move, and those chemicals fight off stress and fatigue. Think of daily movement like oxygen for your muscles. It keeps everything alive and responsive. But here's the catch: consistency beats intensity. One heavy workout once a week won't cut it. Gentle, daily movement will always win. So if you only remember one thing here, remember this: your body doesn't care if you walk fast or slow, if you stretch for 5 minutes or 15. What it cares about is that you keep showing up every day. The second natural way is hydration. And you might be rolling your eyes thinking, I drink water, doc, I'm fine. But let me tell you, most men over 50 live in a constant state of mild dehydration without realizing it. Your thirst signals get weaker with age, so by the time you feel thirsty, your body is already running low. When that happens, your muscles feel stiff, your joints ache more, your energy drops, and even your testosterone can take a hit. Water literally fuels your cells. It keeps your muscles elastic and your blood flowing freely. Aim for at least 2 liters spread throughout the day. A simple trick is to drink a glass of water first thing in the morning before your coffee. That single habit sets the tone for the day and gets your body primed. Third, we need to talk about protein. Protein is the raw material your muscles are made of, and after 50, your body doesn't absorb it as efficiently as it used to. That means you need a little more to keep your muscles from breaking down. The good news is, it's not complicated. Eggs, chicken, fish, beans, yogurt, even a simple protein shake if you're in a hurry. All of these are your allies. The key is to spread protein across your meals. Don't save it all for dinner. Give your body steady building blocks all day long, and it will keep repairing, rebuilding, and holding on to the muscle you already have. Without enough protein, even the best workouts won't help you build strength. Now let's add some resistance. Resistance training is one of the most powerful natural ways to fight the decline that comes with age. Don't worry, you don't need to throw heavy weights around. Resistance can be as simple as push-ups against a wall, squats in your living room, or resistance bands that fit in a drawer. The goal is to challenge your muscles just enough that they get the signal to grow. When you do that, your body responds by not only strengthening muscle fibers, but also by keeping your bones dense. That means fewer falls, fewer fractures, and more confidence in your daily life. And here's the bonus. Resistance training tells your body to release more testosterone and growth hormone, the very hormones that keep your vitality alive. Just 2 short sessions a week can make you feel years younger. Here's another piece most men miss: posture and balance. Think about it. How many times have you caught yourself slouching? Over time, poor posture and weak balance increase your risk of falls, back pain, and even breathing problems. That's why I encourage simple exercises like standing on one leg for 30 seconds or practicing gentle stretches. These tiny habits build your core strength and stability. And when you stand tall, you not only feel stronger, you project strength to everyone around you. Let's round out this first section with something simple but powerful: breathing. Deep, intentional breathing expands your lungs, brings oxygen to your muscles and brain, and lowers cortisol, your main stress hormone. High cortisol steals your testosterone, drains your energy, and makes recovery harder. Just 5 minutes of slow, deep breathing each day, maybe in the morning, maybe before bed, can reset your body. You'll feel calmer, clearer, and more energized. So let's put all of this together: daily movement, steady hydration, balanced protein, simple resistance training, posture and balance, and deep breathing. None of these are extreme. None of them require expensive equipment, but practiced consistently, they build a foundation of strength. Think of it like stacking bricks. One brick doesn't look like much, but day after day, those bricks turn into a wall, solid, reliable, and strong. Gentlemen, the truth is, strength after 50 isn't about luck. It's about small daily choices that send the right signals to your body. Start today, start small, and keep going, because your body is still listening to you. And stick around, because in the next part, we'll dive deeper into the real fuel, food and movement, and how they work together to boost your energy, your hormones, and your resilience. And if this is resonating with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who could use the encouragement. Let's build this community of strong men together. Now that we've laid the foundation with simple, daily habits, let's turn to the real fuel that keeps a man strong after 50. Because here's the truth: your body is like an engine. You can keep moving, stretching, and doing resistance, but if you pour in the wrong fuel, you're going to sputter. The right fuel, on the other hand, keeps your muscles alive, your hormones balanced, and your energy steady throughout the day. So, let's start with one of the most underrated players: whole foods. I'm talking about foods that actually look like they came from nature, not boxes or bags. Fruits, vegetables, lean meats, nuts, seeds, beans. These foods are packed with vitamins and minerals that your cells absolutely depend on. Think of leafy greens for a moment: spinach, kale, even a simple salad. These greens are rich in magnesium, which helps regulate testosterone. Yes, that very hormone that starts to dip after 50 gets a little boost when your diet isn't lacking in the basics. Add some berries for antioxidants, and you're helping your body fight inflammation, which is one of the sneaky culprits behind joint stiffness, low energy, and even heart problems. But let's be specific, because I know general advice doesn't stick. For breakfast, instead of skipping or grabbing something sugary, try eggs with whole grain toast and maybe some avocado. Eggs are loaded with protein and healthy fats that keep you full, while avocado gives you potassium to balance your blood pressure. For lunch, think chicken or fish with a side of vegetables and brown rice. And for dinner, you can keep it simple with lean beef, beans, or lentils paired with roasted veggies. Nothing fancy, nothing extreme, just real food, spread out evenly so your body stays fueled. Now, here's where men often get tripped up: sugar. Sugar is like the silent thief of strength. When you load up on sweet snacks, sodas, or even too much refined bread and pasta, your blood sugar spikes, then crashes. That crash leaves you tired, cranky, and reaching for more. Even worse, high sugar intake increases insulin resistance, which drains testosterone and makes it harder to build muscle. It also adds fat around your belly, and belly fat is like a hormone factory that works against you. The less sugar, the stronger you'll feel. Cut down little by little, and your energy will start to stabilize. The next natural strength booster is healthy fats. Somewhere along the way, fat got demonized, but let me be clear: your hormones are literally built from fat. Testosterone production depends on cholesterol, And when you deprive your body of healthy fats, your hormone levels can nosedive. The key is choosing the right sources: olive oil, fatty fish like salmon or sardines, nuts and seeds. These not only support your hormones, but also keep your heart and brain healthy. A handful of almonds, a drizzle of olive oil in your salad, or a piece of grilled salmon twice a week can make a real difference. And then there's movement. I know we touched on it before, but now let's go deeper into how movement fuels your hormones and resilience. When you engage in moderate cardio, things like walking, swimming, or cycling, you increase blood flow, which delivers nutrients to your muscles and organs. Your heart becomes more efficient, your lungs expand, and your cells get better at using oxygen. This keeps you from getting winded too easily and allows you to enjoy life without constantly feeling tired. But here's where it gets interesting. Not all movement is equal when it comes to hormones. Short bursts of higher effort, like walking uphill, climbing stairs, or doing a set of push-ups until you feel challenged, signal your body to release more testosterone and growth hormone. These hormones help repair and build muscle, keep your bones strong, and even improve your mood. You don't have to go crazy. Just sprinkle in those bursts a couple of times a week, and your body will thank you. Let's also talk about flexibility. A lot of men ignore stretching because it doesn't feel as exciting as lifting weights. But flexibility is what keeps you moving freely. When your muscles are too tight, they restrict blood flow and limit how much strength you can actually use. Simple stretches, yoga poses, or even just bending and reaching in the morning can unlock energy you didn't realize you had. Plus, it protects your joints from unnecessary wear and tear. Think of it like oiling the hinges on a door. You don't notice how important it is until the hinges squeak or get stuck. Another hidden key is gut health. It might sound odd, but the bacteria in your gut affect everything from digestion to energy to hormone balance. A poor gut environment can cause bloating, fatigue, and nutrient deficiencies, which all drain your strength. Adding probiotics from yogurt, kefir, or fermented foods like sauerkraut can improve digestion and make sure the protein and vitamins you're eating are actually absorbed. Without good gut health, even the best diet won't give you results. So let's connect the dots. When you choose real foods, limit sugar, eat enough protein, add healthy fats, keep your gut in balance, and move with intention, you're fueling not just your muscles, but your entire system. These habits tell your body to stay young and function even as the years go by. They keep your testosterone working, your heart pumping, your brain sharp, and your energy levels steady. And the beautiful part is you don't need perfection. You don't need to follow strict diets or punish yourself with workouts you hate. Just small, steady adjustments. Switch soda for water. Add an extra serving of vegetables. Walk after dinner instead of collapsing on the couch. These things seem small, but together they add up. Gentlemen, strength after 50 isn't about finding some magic pill or secret trick. It's about building a lifestyle where food and movement work for you, not against you. It's about knowing that every choice you make, every bite, every step, either moves you closer to vitality or further away from it. And once you start seeing the changes, once you feel that energy come back, it becomes easier to keep going. Stay with me because in the next section, we're going to talk about the finishing touches, things like sleep, stress, and the daily habits that lock in all the progress you're making. These are often overlooked, but they're the glue that holds it all together. And as always, if you're finding this valuable, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. Let's build strength together, one step at a time. Now we've talked about movement and food, the foundation and the fuel. But there's a third piece most men underestimate, and without it, all the effort in the world won't stick. I'm talking about recovery, mindset, and the small habits that quietly decide whether your body grows stronger or weaker as the years pass. These are the things that don't get much attention, but they are the glue that holds your strength together after 50. Let's start with something simple but often ignored: sleep. Gentlemen, sleep is not a luxury. It's a necessity. When you sleep, your body goes into repair mode. Growth hormone is released, testosterone is restored, and your muscles rebuild from the activity of the day. Without quality sleep, your body is like a phone that never fully charges. You wake up at 50% and try to run all day. That's why so many men feel constantly tired, even when they think they're eating and exercising right. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. That means going to bed at a consistent time, keeping your room dark and cool, and putting the phone away at least 30 minutes before bed. Even small improvements in sleep can give you back energy you thought was gone forever. Now let's talk about stress. Stress is sneaky. You can't see it, but it shows up in your blood, in your muscles, and even in your hormones. When stress is high, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. And here's the problem. High cortisol robs your body of testosterone, the very hormone that drives strength, muscle, and energy. It also makes it harder to sleep and easier to gain weight, especially around the belly. Stress literally works against every other effort you're making. That's why managing stress isn't soft advice, it's critical advice. Simple practices like deep breathing, taking a short walk outside, or even just slowing down your meals can lower cortisol levels. And when cortisol drops, testosterone gets room to rise again. Here's another habit that's often overlooked: staying socially connected. At first glance, this doesn't seem like it has much to do with strength, but it does. Studies show that men who maintain friendships and social ties as they age have better overall health, lower stress, and even stronger immune systems. When you laugh, share stories, or simply spend time with people you care about, your body releases oxytocin, which calms stress and supports hormone balance. So don't underestimate the power of good company. Strength isn't just built in the gym or the kitchen, it's also built in the way you live your daily life with others. And let's not forget mental focus. At 50 and beyond, life can feel heavy. Responsibilities, worries, or even just the weight of thinking you're past your prime can creep in. But here's the truth. Your mindset directs your energy. If you tell yourself you're old and weak, your body follows that script. If you remind yourself that you're still capable, that you're still in control of your choices, your body responds differently. It's not about pretending you're 20 again, it's about embracing your age while still demanding the best from yourself. Even 10 minutes a day of reflection, journaling, or meditation can sharpen your mind and keep your focus on growth instead of decline. Another piece is recovery. We already covered sleep, but recovery also means knowing when to rest your muscles. At 50, your body still adapts to exercise, but it takes a little longer. That doesn't mean you can't train hard, it means you need to balance it. After resistance training, give your muscles a day to recover. That recovery is when the growth actually happens. If you push too hard without rest, you risk injury, and nothing derails progress faster than an injury. Listen to your body. Soreness is normal, pain is not. One of the most practical habits you can adopt is routine checkups. Strength isn't just about how you look or feel, it's also about what's happening inside. Blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and hormone levels all tell the story of your health. Catching changes early gives you the power to adjust before small issues become big ones. Many men avoid the doctor because they don't want to hear bad news. But in truth, facing it early is what keeps you in the game. Think of checkups as maintenance on a car. You'd never skip oil changes and expect the engine to last. Your body deserves the same care. Hydration, nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress control, social connection, recovery, and regular check-ins. These pieces together create a system. Each one alone is good, but when they work together, that's when you feel the difference. That's when your mornings feel lighter, your steps feel stronger, and your confidence grows back. And gentlemen, let me leave you with this thought. Strength after 50 isn't about being perfect. It isn't about never eating a slice of cake, never missing a workout, or never feeling tired. It's about stacking the deck in your favor. It's about choosing more days of health than days of neglect. Every walk you take, every glass of water you drink, every good night's sleep you protect, it all counts. Don't underestimate the small wins. Over time, they add up to a life that feels stronger, steadier, and more alive. So if you're listening to this and thinking, I've let things slide, it's too late. Hear me clearly. It is never too late. Your body is still listening, still adapting, and still capable of change. Start where you are. Start small and keep building. Because strength after 50 is not just possible, it's waiting for you if you choose it. Gentlemen, thank you for sticking with me through this video. If you found value here, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more practical advice, and share this with a friend who could use the encouragement. Together, we can keep building a community of men who don't just grow older, they grow stronger.